Going on with y'all boys, man? Hey, I know the energy not here. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be here at the beginning of the video or towards the end, depending on how crazy this motherfucker video will be. But welcome back to another video at your boy Noxy. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful night, anytime currently watching this video, you know what I'm saying? But we are back on the civil rights lawyer. But the title of the video that we are reacting to from the civil rights lawyer is talking about CVS employee arrested waiting on bench for a Lyft driver. Only for 7 minutes. I'm not even gonna lie, bro, because I'd be damned if I'm outside my work and I just clocked out and I closed the building and whatnot and I'm waiting on my ride. I'm waiting on Mom Dukes. But you telling him that he can't sit on a bench and wow. We just gotta see. I don't know what really been going on in this video, but we better go ahead and check it out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Without further ado, let's get started with this video.
Work at CVS at 10 o'clock. He called for a car using the Lyft app and he was waiting for his driver to arrive. A police officer thought he looked suspicious. He refused to let him leave. He threatened to tase him.
Dude, you're gonna get tased.
Okay, I work here.
Turn around.
I work
Stand up and turn around.
I work here.
Put your hands behind your back. Don't move.
Then sent his Lyft driver away and took him to jail.
This is my ride. Just 1 second. Hey, you're good to go. He doesn't need a ride anymore. I'm gonna give him one. You are going to jail tonight.
No crime had been committed. No crime had been reported. Just somebody who had just gotten off work, minding their own business.
Do you really work here?
I swear to God, I work here.
I do believe that he works here. He's gonna learn, fortunately, the hard way. So, yeah, I do believe him. He wouldn't do himself. So, yeah.
These charges
How?
are still pending against Paul, who has no criminal history, who had committed no crime, who was quiet and respectful, and his grandfather is actually a retired police captain from a different city.
Yeah, hey, I'm not even gonna pause throughout this video. I'm gonna talk at the
Or
end.
like me, you've completely lost track of all the things you've subscribed to, and you have no idea how much money that you're wasting on subscriptions that you don't even use. How great would it be if you had an app that just kept track of that for you?
Oh, hell no, we ain't doing no ads over here, bro.
Subscriptions and also help you lower your bills. That's why I love this video's sponsor, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance app that helps you save more and spend less. It allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, build a custom budget, and grow your savings all in one place.
That's our time to hit this.
Favorite part of using Rocket Money is to cancel unwanted subscriptions. It securely identifies recurring charges and allows you to cancel those subscriptions with just a few taps. You never have to get on the phone. They do it for you. They've helped customers save over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. You can also use it to lower your bills. Rocket Money will automatically scan your bills.
Lower your bills? How can you lower your
Just a couple
bills?
of taps, Rocket Money can help negotiate your bills for you. No customer service calls. You let the app's negotiators do it for you. And to get started for free, that's
Okay.
rocketmoney.com/civil to get started for free. Thanks again to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it.
You gotta pay his bills. I understand. Feel like
This
cash
occurred
nasty.
less than a month ago in Volusia County, Florida, involving the Edgewater Police Department, specifically Officer Rippeon, who has worked there since 2022.
Okay.
And so I'm told he's gained quite the reputation already for being quite an authoritarian.
If you don't give me your name and stuff, I can put you in handcuffs.
You didn't ask me for my name. You said
just
my
did, I
ID.
said, yes.
What's your name?
Officer Rippeon. If you keep it up, you're gonna go in handcuffs.
I'm allowed to ask you your name. I'm telling you I'm epileptic and your lights can give me a seizure.
Are you failing to provide your name?
No, did I say I was failing to
Give me
provide
your
my
name.
name? And what crime am I being suspected
You just
of?
said it.
It's not a
Give me your
guessing
name.
game. I don't have to guess what I'm being.
Right.
No, I'm not.
Facts.
Call Chaz Geiger.
You're under
No,
arrest.
I'm not. I have not done anything.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, you're not telling me
You're
what I'm
gonna get
being
tased.
stopped for. I'm gonna be tased.
What? You can't handle a person that's not even a
Not every
threat.
interaction between a police officer where he's questioning somebody is a detainment. Sometimes the courts find that those are consensual encounters. But where somebody is actually being detained, they are not free to leave. That triggers the Fourth Amendment. It's not yet an arrest.
Right.
It's known as a Terry stop. For a lawful Terry stop, a police officer needs specific objective facts, not just a hunch, indicating that some crime or criminal violation has occurred.
Right.
A police officer must be able to clearly explain observable evidence that justifies the stop. No hunches are allowed. No vague feelings or unsupported intuition, i.e. just looks suspicious, are allowed. This was his initial explanation to Paul about why he was being arrested.
Right.
So I pull up, I see you sitting there, And then all of a sudden I'm pulling up and you're hiding behind the pillars of a closed business. How's that look, dude?
I'm trying my best, Chad. I'm trying my best. That don't even sound right. Take notes. Y'all need to take notes, bro. The civil rights lawyer always come in clutch with the notes, bro. He come in clutch with everything. Y'all can take a picture of what he just put up here. Dead ass. Like, and just remember it, learn it, and if it happens to you, use that shit. No bullshit. This man was saying here, he said basically off his suspicious, he felt like that was suspicious. So you telling me that my man can get off the bench and walk back and forth all because you came through? So you telling me that he's supposed to keep sitting down until you drive away for him to get up and then do what he want to do? Wouldn't that be suspicious as well? Then he would have used that logic. I swear to God, he would have used that. He would be like, oh, so why did you get up when I almost left the building, the parking lot and shit? So anything that you say, this officer was really gonna have another, like he will have a rebuttal, bro. That ass, like he's not gonna hesitate. He already got in his mind what he gonna say next. He been doing this shit. The fact that you even arrest that girl and you couldn't even handle her by your damn self, wow, and she wasn't even a threat. This nigga ain't even no threat. I mean, yeah, he got a hoodie on, but he's showing his face. Not even just that. How you gonna believe that he got off work, but he's still going to jail? Oh my.
Initial explanation to Paul about why he was being arrested.
So
Just
pull
listen.
up, I see you sitting there, and then all of a sudden I'm pulling up and you're hiding behind the pillars of a closed business. How's that look, dude?
I just got up and just put my hoodie on. That's all I did.
Do you really work here?
I swear to God, I work. Look up what time CVS closes. Look up what time CVS closes. It's 10 o'clock.
You got your ID card on you?
I didn't do anything wrong, sir. I got off work and my manager just left. His name is Mike.
And here was his explanation to the other cops who subsequently arrived on the scene.
I'm passing by, I see someone sitting here, so I was like, I'll dip in and check who it is. As I'm pulling in, he hides behind the pole. So I'm like, that's strange. So obviously I need to talk to this guy. His business is closed.
Yeah.
I go talk to him, like, hey man. And he's like, am I being detained? I said, yes you are. You're being detained.
Yeah.
And I asked him for ID. He said he doesn't have it. He says, my ride's here, I'm gonna leave. I said, no you're not.
Yeah.
And then I said, that's why he was like, getting up to leave. Then I pulled my taser out, and Drago started barking. I think he got a little worried, so he fucking started to comply then. But, so he's going to jail for resisting.
What the hell's his ride?
How is that resisting if he changed his mind?
Here, but, dude, he passed that point, and he's just trying to jump in that and leave. I do believe that he works here. I mean, it looks like he's in workers' clothing, but, I mean, he was going to try to dictate and tell me he was going to leave, so I'm not playing that game. No, he's going to learn, fortunately, the hard way, so he's like, my ride's here, I'm going to leave. I said, no, you're not, dude. I was like, you're detained, and then he went and around to himself, so, yeah, he's...
We're on the ad. Thank God. There's no way. And then you making it seem like that it's logic, the reason. It's not like that you have to tackle this nigga and put him, or he's like, get off of me. No, don't touch me type shit. That's resisting. Resisting is not, hey, don't go to that car. Then put your, and he like, man, I'm about to go to this car. And then he put his taser out. Oh, never mind. Now you got it. You got it. I don't want no beef. What you want me to do? How is that resisting? At that moment, you got him. That shit would be charged as no resisting. You got him exactly where you want him to be. He's scared. So the fact that you still put that resistant, you just want to get paid. Okay. And I figured, and I had to realize, these cops only get paid when they take you in. It bothers me that the fact this shit's still happening. Fuck that. People still going through this shit. You know? And I just wish they could bump into me one day so I could just, like, that's the time that you could sue them. Like, I hope he's dead, bro. I hope bro did. I hope he know his laws and his rights so he can sue their ass, because that's the right thing to do, and he would get fired or he would get suspended. But he would still be working there. If he gets suspended, doesn't matter. He would be out of there still.
So, yeah.
And here's the full arrest report narrative, where he alleges his reasonable suspicion for detaining and subsequently arresting Paul. Officer Rippeon observed a white male with a hoodie On out front of a closed business, Officer Rippeon pulled into the business in his marked patrol vehicle. Officer Rippeon observed the unknown male begin to hide his person behind a pillar on the building. Officer Rippeon made contact with the subject on the above suspicious behavior. Officer Rippeon began to speak with the unknown male, and he expressed that he wanted to leave. Officer Rippeon explained to the unknown male he was detained. And finally, here is the actual body cam footage.
Let's go.
This is the exact moment that the body cam footage turns on without the audio. Where the audio turns on, that is the exact moment that Officer Rippeon turns his body cam on.
What's going on with you?
So we don't hear what was said
Before.
prior to the point that he turned that on.
Right.
What we do see is this 22-year-old Paul just sitting outside his place of employment, wearing a hoodie. We don't see Paul committing any crime. We don't see Paul doing anything suspicious. And once the audio turns on, we can hear that Officer Rippeon is extremely aggressive.
Yeah, irritated.
Escalating what should have been a consensual encounter where he's just alleviating some hunch or suspicion that he has. And
He's not supposed to
escalating
do
that
so, though.
immediately to a detainment. He's threatening to tase him. He's threatening to have his canine bite him. This guy really appears to have some anger issues.
Yeah. And taking out on us. And y'all hiring them.
Something with your name on it.
And think we supposed to be like,
6K3 Central?
come on, bro.
That's my ride. I'm gonna go ahead and go.
No, you're not. Can you start me down a reunion, please?
I didn't break any laws, Mom. I didn't break any laws.
Stop, dude.
I'm not gonna
Make
lie.
an emergency, please. I got one resisting.
I work here, sir. I just thought I was working. You don't believe me?
Dude, you're gonna get tased.
Okay, I work here.
Turn around.
I work.
Stand up and turn around.
I work here, sir.
Put your hands behind your back. Don't move.
That's so wild.
Don't move. If you move, there's a canine in my car. You're gonna get dog bit.
I was.
Stop moving your hands.
That man is not resisting.
6K3 Central. I got one detained.
We on another ad, bro. That's so crazy, chat. Like, why, bro? Why?
Who is that? Is that person related to you?
No, that's my Lyft. Can you just let him know that? It's $40.
Dude,
It's $40.
I asked, okay, I pull up. Let's recap everything.
Alright.
So I pull up, I see you sitting there, and then all of a sudden I'm pulling up, you're hiding behind the pillars of a closed business. How's that look, dude?
Well,
Got an
you
ant on it.
said howdy. I just got up and
Dude,
took a walk.
but just look from my, it's a closed business.
Fuck is you?
I pull up, you're hiding behind the pillars. It looks strange.
Oh,
Does that
but
look
it's
weird? Does that
not.
sound weird to you?
You said
And then
hide-
listen,
Okay.
and then I tell you you're detained,
Yeah.
and you're telling me you're gonna leave.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you
were
pussy.
resisting.
Okay.
Your feelings hurt.
I apologize. You said hiding. I just got up and put my hoodie on. That's all I did.
Do you really work here?
I swear to God, I work here. But what time? What time is it? Can you tell me what time it is? Just tell me what time it is.
Dude.
I get it. Look what.
What's your name?
Look up what time CVS closes. Look up what time CVS closes. It's 10 o'clock.
You got your ID card on you?
I didn't do anything wrong, sir. I got off work and my manager just left. His name is Mike. I'm your ride. This is my ride. Just 1 second.
No. I'll talk to him for a second. Hey, you're good to go. He doesn't need a ride anymore. I better give him one.
$40.
I said he called a Lyft.
And you think I'm not about to sue you?
Yeah, I got
20 mil?
So you're free to go. Yeah. You can cancel it or something. He might get arrested. So.
I just I'm trying to figure out where to cancel. So
Okay, I got you. You can hang out then. All right, I appreciate it.
But he can hang right
Was
there.
his initial stop, and therefore the entire incident justified at the inception. The reasonable suspicion that he is claiming he observed Paul, 1, wearing a hoodie, 2, standing outside what he believed to be a closed business, and 3, he claims that he observed him hide behind a pillar, allegedly, though Paul claims that he was just putting on his hoodie. Let's just accept for a moment that that does qualify as reasonable suspicion. Then what?
Right.
That just entitles him to do everything that he did in this video, the way he talked to him, pointing a taser at him.
Made him feel so much less than a human being.
Sir, I just got off work.
Dude, you're gonna get tased.
Okay. I work here.
Turn around.
I work.
Stand up and turn around.
Okay. I work here, sir.
Put your hands behind your back. Don't move.
Look how
Threatening
aggressive.
to have his dog bite him,
If you move, there's a canine in my car. You're gonna get dog.
Is he still hired?
placing him in handcuffs for the amount of time that occurred, lecturing him, questioning him, and so on? If there's reasonable suspicion, can he just do whatever he wants? Looking again to the 11th Circuit in U.S. versus Campbell from 2022, an en banc court, which means the entire court, very important, held that consistent with the Fourth Amendment, an officer may perform a limited investigatory detention of someone he reasonably suspects has committed criminal activity. Such stops may last only as long as is necessary to achieve their limited investigatory purpose.
Right.
What I think is very important here is that at some point, Officer Rippeon admits that he does believe Paul is an employee of CVS who was waiting for his Lyft driver. He admits that multiple times, yet he still arrests Paul.
Did he really work here?
I swear to God I work here.
Yeah, I do believe him. You are going to jail tonight.
And in the body cam footage, we can see that the real reason for the arrest was the allegation that Paul failed to present his ID when ordered to.
No, he's gonna learn, fortunately, the hard way. So,
But he don't have no criminal records.
Yeah.
Soon as you...
However, a guy sitting outside of CVS in the state of Florida has no obligation to carry any sort of government ID on him. He had not been driving a vehicle. He never failed to alleviate the officer's suspicions about maybe he's up to no good.
Right.
In fact, he did alleviate those suspicions.
I got one resisting.
I work here, sir. I just got off work. Okay, I work here.
Turn around.
You gotta think about the fact he came back and sat back down.
Put your hands behind your
Think you
back.
scared with that taser for real? It's a
You
taser.
said hiding. I just got up and just put my hoodie on. That's all I did.
And if you tase me, you getting sued even more.
What time is it? Can you tell me what time it is? Just tell me what time it is. I get it. Look what.
What's your name?
Look up what time CVS closes. Look up what time CVS closes. It's 10 o'clock.
You got your ID card on you?
I didn't do anything wrong, sir. I got off work and my manager just left. His name is Mike.
The officer just wanted that ID.
Yeah.
It was like crack. He had to have it.
Yeah.
Lean against the car.
Because that is everything. I don't understand it. That is
You got anything
everything.
illegal on you that you shouldn't have?
They search up everything about you.
You are going to jail tonight. I was pretty clear with you and cool. Dude, you're gonna get tased.
I work.
Stand up and turn around!
I work here, sir.
Put your hands behind your back! Don't move! If you move, there's a canine in my car. You're gonna get dog bit. You don't get to tell me that you're gonna leave, okay? I told you, you asked me if you were detained. I said
His
yes.
feelings is
You
hurt.
decided you just want to leave and do whatever the fuck you want.
We can't say nothing.
No? Okay.
Ain't it?
Also,
it-
by the way, what we have here are two things. Custodial interrogation. When a police officer has somebody both in custody and they are asking questions where incriminating responses may be elicited, they have to have first read Miranda rights to the individual. Here, that did not occur. Paul is being interrogated while in custody. Thus, Miranda applies. While that's not something that you can sue for, any statements made here would be inadmissible in court, assuming Paul filed a motion to suppress those statements.
Take a seat.
So what you saying? He can't sue him?
What's that?
Asking about this. What are you?
No way. He's taking him into jail for no reason, and his record is clean. He searched it up in the car and everything. You telling me that you still gonna take him to jail because he said that I'm about to leave?
I was just sitting there. I got off
Do you understand
work.
why you're getting arrested?
My lift came.
No.
Goes back so don't get too hot.
No. Put my hoodie back on.
Nope. I don't want you to overheat back here, dude. So you don't want me to explain to you? You're good? I want to explain to you. I think I dictated a little bit what was going on. You looked, it was very strange, dude. Closed business. I pull up, you're hiding behind the pole.
Bro.
So I get out with you, okay? I asked you to identify yourself, then you asked me to detain. I tell you you are detained, okay? Lord and Crown, I can investigate that. Although I'm not going to charge you with that, nor I'm going to go further in that. I asked you to identify yourself. You failed to do that. I'm going to charge you with resisting, okay?
Rippeon has now adopted his own facts that are not the real facts.
Right.
He did not ask merely for Paul to identify himself. He asked for an ID card.
That he don't have. That he don't have.
Something with your
Like,
name
what
on
are
it.
you talking about, bro?
What's going on with you? ID card. Something with your name on it.
If the concern was that he was a prowler or loitering, Paul identified himself as an employee of the store. Not only that, he even gave the name of his supervisor.
Look up what time CVS closes. Look up what time CVS closes. It's 10 o'clock.
You got your ID card on you?
I didn't do anything wrong, sir. I got off work and my manager just left. His name is Mike.
I do believe him.
They lost.
Oh, okay. I've never dealt with.
The fact is, no crime was committed, and nobody reasonable would have suspected that any crime was committed.
Right.
But even assuming that there was some reasonable suspicion based on the totality of the circumstances, somebody in a hoodie outside a closed store.
Why they didn't go check out the store
Sort
then?
of furtive movement that only entitles a police officer to perform a limited investigatory detention of that individual, not to treat somebody the way that Paul was treated here. And really, he was given no opportunity to even comply with the plethora of orders being thrown at him by this highly aggressive, escalating police officer with a temper. That is not a stop that lasted only so long as was necessary to achieve the limited investigatory purpose of this officer's unfounded suspicions, or as I would call it, a hunch. Therefore, now we have somebody who was completely innocent, no criminal record, whose grandfather was a police captain in the same county, by the way, completely treated like garbage. They're trying to ruin his life.
Yeah.
These charges are still pending, and you can help by sharing this footage. Spread it far and wide so that everybody sees the sort of thing that happens every day across this country. Nobody should be punished for asserting their constitutional rights. The same fuds who probably watching this are saying, F around, find out, and he should have complied, are the same ones who are the first to complain when it has to do with my guns, my Second Amendment. Constitutional rights are constitutional rights.
Right.
We cannot draw a distinction. We either protect and defend them, or we don't. Our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Bro, I love his outro. It's like, bro, that video just really made me mad, bro. Swear to God, bro. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I love y'all, man. Y'all my heart, y'all my soul. I'm bound with never fold. It's your boy T2E Noxie, but shh, don't tell nobody.